Okay. Good morning, everyone. This is Sivakumar Jayachandran. In today's session, what we are going to be looking at, we will be doing a pre-market analysis for today's trade and what are the things which you needed to look at based on post-market closing yesterday. I think many people have been asking me, Shiva, like, what are the things which you normally look at before you even go into the trade? Because most of the time we get into the trade right at the morning at 9:15 to 9:16. The reason is that is the time wherein you will be getting a lot of big opportunities where the market tends to move higher or lower based on the previous day closing. So, how do I do the pre market analysis? What are the things which we are going to be looking at? So, let me share my screen and then walk you through that. I hope all of you are able to see my screen now. So, now, what is that which I wanted you to look at closely? First and foremost, how did our markets close yesterday? If you go and look at like Nifty and the Bank Nifty charts, I normally look at it on a daily chart frame. Just look at this. This is your Bank Nifty chart. I don't know how many of you watched my post-market analysis video. So this is the level wherein the Bank Nifty took a support yesterday. It has been a steady, important support for the Bank Nifty at 46,500. The primary reason I've drawn a line here to get a support is purely because in the past that has been the high which was got created a couple of times, and these guys were not able to pierce that high until this happened on 4th December. Once this happened, we saw a new Bank Nifty high all the way up to like in 48,800, 900 odd levels. From there, the fall started. And when it started to fall, it took a support near to the 200-day moving average. A couple of days it tried to break that level, but immediately it came back, bounced, and then took a support at these levels and then started to move back. And now, considering the way the Nifty has been making new high, Bank Nifty has not done it. Okay. And that is where Bank Nifty needed to provide the crucial support in case if Nifty needed to rally further. Bank Nifty being the largest index heavyweight, these guys also needed to give you that move. So that's exactly the area we were looking for yesterday, and it took a support. Imagine if it would have broken yesterday and then went to 20-day moving average, then it would have been a different ball game altogether. But considering the way the market has rallied, this particular area seems to be the important support territory. Now, what is that which I can expect for the day? Once they normally take support from an important level, they normally try to rally from that level. If you look at the Nifty chart, Nifty also did the same thing. It took a crucial support near to the 21,950 odd mark. And moreover, you can clearly see the 20-day moving average is also somewhere near around that level. When you have all these moving averages like the 20, the 50, and the 200-day moving average, these are at least one time they will be trying to get that respect. That's the reason when there is fall happening, in spite of that, global markets have been very positive, especially if you look at the Dow futures yesterday morning, it was trading at 40, and then through the day, it went up to 180. So, in spite of all that, our market was falling purely because of the Bank Nifty index, where HDFC and other banks were taking the fall. What has happened in the second half? That was like kind of magic, right? What happened in the second half? Around 1:30, the Nifty started to rally a bit, and most importantly, it started to take out the day's high. Remember here, this is your day high, and that day high was taken out around 150 odd levels. Once that is taken out, then there is no stopping for the Nifty. So, or normally you need to watch out whether the day's high is taken out with the volume. We normally track 50K volume for the Bank Nifty, 125K bar for the Nifty, and it has got more than 150K. In fact, this one is close to 230K volume. So, whenever they take out that particular level with volume, and that level will act as a support for the following entries. And if you look at it, it got a perfect two candle theory. This is something which you all will be learning in the, I think you would have learned from the Upsurge program, what I have shared. And also you will be going into a detailed mentoring program, which we are going to be starting it soon. And that is the link is available in the description. Someone who wanted to enroll for the mentoring program, make use of it because the mentoring program is going to be starting in the first week of March. And to talk about that, you can clearly see the whole day they never breached that super trend level and they have been continuously been rallying on the upside. When they are closing near to the day's high, even yesterday, I clearly mentioned looking at the way the market can give you a gap up. And that exactly happened both on the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. If you've seen, the gap up occurred and then the market rallied in the morning. But you must be wondering, what was the reason for this sudden fall which has been happening here? What is a sudden fall? This is where not only the chart is going to be important, we also needed to be looking at the data points as well. When I say data, we normally look at the OI pulse for the OI data, which we normally use it to track this market details. So I'll just show you a few data points, what has been happening. This is your Bank Nifty chart, futures. If you look at it, in the morning, there was long buildup which was happening. And then there was a short buildup with the volume. And again, now a long buildup is happening. This is like in a seesaw battle happening between the long and the short. That means someone who wanted to take the market higher is building up the long positions. Someone who wanted to drag the market lower is building up the short positions. And he's also doing it with volume. So whenever there is an one which is highlighted in yellow, that means someone is dragging it either higher or lower with volume. In this scenario, it is the shorts who feel that no, Shiva, like, and you guys have played hard. I'm going to be taking this market lower. That message seems to be coming in. But apart from futures, how the options are faring, that is also something which we needed to look at, right? So we will look at the options also. Then we will get a fair idea whether these guys are doing it or not. In order to do that, I'll go into the trending OI data. What is this trending OI data is all about? This is a collective cumulative strikes of like 46,300 to 47,700. What we have done is we are looking at where exactly the OI is getting created. Why we needed to track that? Because in the futures and options market, it is the sellers who will be able to give you a clue. Because especially in the options market, only sellers will be able to create the position. So where exactly they are creating the position, whether they are creating the positions on the call side or on the put side. If you go and look at Nifty, I'll just give you a small clue how it will be impacting you. This is your Nifty yesterday. Just look at this. This is on an expiry date. I'll just show you on a 15-minute time frame. Just look at this data. Something which was bearish in the morning. When I say bearish, you can look at it at around 9:30. It was around 3.8, 2.2 crore. Okay, the overall open interest for all these strikes. Then they added more on the call side. You can clearly see from 3.8 it went to 5.5, 6.9, 10.35, 11.4, 12, 12.6. Slowly it is increasing. Whereas on the put side, it has not gone above the 3 or 4 crore mark, which is very crucial. That means the sellers are saying, Shiva, I think we are going to be taking this market lower. Let me write the calls. Let me write the calls. I'm not going to be worried about the puts. I'm not going to add any positions. In case if I needed to do it, I'll do it with an adjustment. And you can clearly see the price action of these strikes as well. Morning, something which was trading at 1,100, that is like in a combined price of all these strikes. Afternoon, by almost by 11:30, came down to 432. From there, the pickup started. If you look at it, the price from 400 went to 600 and it was hovering around that 500 mark. On the other hand, the put side, from 2,600, it went to 3,600 and then started to fall here. When exactly the real move occurred? The real move occurred after 1:30. Just look at the data here. How the OI is falling from 14 crore, it has fallen to 11, 9, 7, and 7.9. What is this indicating? Almost 7 crore of open interest what got unwinded or short covered. These guys are covering their position. How do we know that it is short covering? When the OI is going down, price is going up on the call side, that is called as short covering. In this scenario, it is clearly from 500 went to 1,300. The OI is slowly reducing. As a seller, when I'm covering the position, that is the area or the time for a buyer to come and step in, go and take a charge. And at the same time, I also needed to look at the chart to know the VWAP territory. If you can look at it, it has clearly done that magic here with the two candle. Then every dip is a buy for me. Combining the data, combining the chart, we will be easily be able to do it. Plus, one more thing. What is that which we needed to see? When they are adding, reducing the positions on the call side, are they adding the positions on the put side? Yes. That means sellers covering the positions on the call side, moving on to the other direction, which is nothing but the call side, put side. So immediately these guys are moving from one to another. Now, What is that which is going to be happening towards the end of the day? You can clearly see from almost 14 crore in the afternoon came down to 1 crore. That means almost 13 crore of open interest got covered by the sellers because the prices have been moving from 500 to 1000 to 1000 to 2000 to 2500 almost. So this is like a massive move which happened. Whenever the sellers make this kind of a massive move and they're starting to add more positions on the other side, it is a clear case that these guys wanting to shift the direction. Now, one more thing to watch. What is that? Whenever the Nifty is trying to close it near to the day's high, with the complete price action suggesting that you can expect the market to move forward. But what has happened with Bank Nifty yesterday? Bank Nifty still closed in the red. Why? The Nifty closed in the green purely because of the index contributions from Reliance, IT stocks majorly. Bank Nifty was getting dragged. I'll just show you the index contribution of yesterday, which will give you an idea why. Okay, this is on yesterday. So Nifty got 224 points because of ITC, TCS, Reliance, Infi, and all these guys. And who were dragging the market yesterday? HDFC, Kotak, Indus, SBIN. All the bank stocks were in the negative. If you look at it, almost you got 200 points in the positive, 300 in the negative. That's the reason we had a 100-point fall in the Bank Nifty yesterday. So overall, Nifty was giving you the move on the upside. Bank Nifty was giving you the move on the downside. And one more thing to note yesterday for the trending OI. Though the Nifty is bullish and Nifty had an expiry also, what was Bank Nifty doing? Bank Nifty whole day it was in the bearish territory. Whole day it was in the bearish territory. So if you look at it, it never, the call writers were continuously having position, though they unwounded some position. But if you look at it, they didn't completely square off their positions on the call side and then went on the put side. Bank Nifty was bearish, Nifty was bullish. Now, look at today's action. Many will say, Shiva, yesterday was a clear clue. That's the reason the Bank Nifty is rallying today. Yes, the Bank Nifty rallied, and this is where the sellers would have got activated. Always remember, don't just go what you see it for the day. Okay, I'll just show you how you needed to decode this data as well. So if you look at this particular data, Bank Nifty shows you only green. Why it is green? Because today, intraday, everybody is trying to say Bank Nifty is going to rally. I'm going to be buying it. In fact, yes, if you'd have bought it in the morning after the two candle theory, it would have given you the results and everything. But it is not a day for you to hold your positions for too long if you'd have been carrying the positions. Why? If you just go and click on this show positional data, what we have done is we have combined both yesterday and today's data to know who are the sellers who were there in the system yesterday. Have they left the system? Have they gone about? So they have not gone about. How do we know that? If you look at it from 50, the OI has started to increase and gone to 95. Put side, it is still at 80. Usually, when you see this kind of a data, both the call and the put OI, combined price action is almost the same. If you look at the price also, the call side, the prices in the morning was around 9,900. It has come down to 8,000 odd levels now. That means 2,000 points has been given up on all these strikes. If you are a call buyer, if you have bought in the morning and if you have exited somewhere around here after the move, then yes, you would have got an exit. Imagine you would have bought it somewhere around here, and if you have not exited, this fall would have literally taken out all your stop losses. That's exactly been happening. One more thing, whenever you see the data, even for intraday or for positional, when you see the OI data of these cumulative strikes trading to almost similar levels, 50 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 40 lakhs, or if you're not able to see a major difference happening between the call and the put OI, that particular day usually will be getting dominated by the sellers. Dominated by the sellers. That means they will keep the market near to the VWAP territory. This is your VWAP, the red line. They will keep it near to the VWAP territory and they will try to eat away the premiums. Days like this is where the short straddle players will make a lot of money because they will be able to take some positions on the call side, put side, and they will do adjustments and then they will make a lot of money on the straddles. I'll just show you the straddles as well so that you will know how they would have made money by this time. So morning, something which was trading 47,000, which is a nearby round strike. So it is trading at around almost 1,000. Even if you look at it at around 945, 930, 945, the price was around 945, the combined prices. Now, if you look at it, it has gone to 884. So days like this is where sellers will be able to thrive. So initial clues, what you're getting at, the trending OI, both the reason for the fall is still the positional data shows you the bearishness, and that's the reason any rise they would normally try to bring it down. Shiva, like, and how do I know whether I can continue to take this rally higher? Because many people will be asking me, right? How will I know it is not a fake one? If it is not a fake one, what would have happened is the OI on the call side would have reduced drastically, put side OI would have increased. Then you would have seen this. From 84, it went to 79, right? It went from 80 to 85. But I don't want to see like this. From 84, I wanted to see 40 lakhs, 80 to 120 or like an 130 crore, 1.3 crore. Then almost 50% fall happening, then it would have given me a golden opportunity. But when it is combined OI, both on the call and the put is almost similar. It is just hardly 10, 15%. This is something wherein these guys can easily write on both the sides. So ideally, what is that which I wanted it? I wanted a graph view wherein I wanted a big gap like this. The one OI should be going higher, another OI should be moving on the other side. The OI which is going higher is where the sellers will be there. The OI which is going lower, that means the sellers are covering the position. That's where, as a buyer, I will get in. Whenever you see this data, this is zero. If it is coming in the negative, the trending OI sentiment in negative, that means it is bearish. When it is coming here, that means it's flat. And when it is going higher and higher, that means it is bullish. Below zero, negative. Above zero, positive. So this is something which I will also be keep tracking it. You can click on this to get the graphical view, which will also be giving you the perfect clue. So people who have like in some questions about like in when I will be able to like and understand the full videos about the OI pulse. Yes, we have uploaded a lot of videos in our YouTube. Click on the YouTube link, you will get the complete picture. Plus, we also have the mentoring program which is getting started, right? If you go into the Upsurge.club, you will be able to see the mentoring program, which will be a 12-day program. Here, we will cover all these concepts, whatever that I have covered it now. Say, for example, there are like in plenty of things, how to interpret the OI, how to interpret, like, and let me just quickly show you that. So what are the things which we will be covering it? I'll just give you a quick walkthrough. I told you that I think there is a section wherein, okay, I think I will just go through this. That will give you a clear clue. Okay, so you will get to know about the scalping and the intraday trading, how you needed to deal with the change, because intraday you will needed to be ready to go on the direction at which the market is trending. Then protecting the capital. Index trading is like in compared to options, stock options and other things, I would prefer the index trading. You needed to understand the VIX, the open interest, and then the global markets, which we will go in detail. We'll also be going into the open interest, why it is important for us to track the open interest. And we will also be going through all other concepts which has been mentioned here. So all these will be covered in 12 days. Along with that, we'll also be explaining you how to utilize OI Pulse for your daily analysis, because that is going to be important. If I just teach you, because this particular software which we designed and developed, purely thinking how it can help the retail trading community who wanted to do a proper analysis while entering into the market. So here we provide 1 minute data, wherein literally it is almost going to be almost similar to what you're seeing it from live. So this will definitely help you to decode and then take better trading decisions. And one more thing, there have been questions uh, whether like a lot of indices, whether which one to choose. Always choose the indices if you are like in a newbie. Never go and choose the indices which are just getting launched, like Midcap Nifty or the Bank X or the Sensex and so on. Try to play on Nifty or the Bank Nifty, because these are matured indices and you will have a lot of liquidity. Try not to burn your hands in a smaller indices, because there the liquidity will not be there. Except the expiry day, you won't see much of liquidity happening. Whereas these indices, they have been traded for years. Now it has matured, and it will give you a good move in case if you wanted to do a quick large trade or a small trade. Everything is possible on these indices. And in terms of the OI Pulse, yes, don't worry. We will be giving you an session on OI Pulse also in Upsurge, because when I'm explaining all the concepts, I will be using OI Pulse to explain the concepts, and that will give you a big clue on how to do it. In terms of, yes, there have been few people who have been requesting whether there will be any discount on the subscriptions and so on. Yes, OI Pulse, we will definitely provide an discount on special discount for the Upsurge participants. Whoever is coming in, they will all be getting a special discount once the program is launched. Okay, so the program is getting started from uh, fourth, yes, fourth, fifth, sixth. These are the session dates. The sessions will be on fourth, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 27, 28, April 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th. So there will be like close to 12 odd sessions. We will try to have sessions between 10:30 and 3. And there are days, couple of expiries, we will try to schedule it for 8:30 to 3:30, which we will intimate to you well in advance. So once you purchase the program, you will have the session link on how to join the session, and everything will be provided in your Upsurge details. So all these sessions will be in live market. I believe in teaching it all the concepts in the live market so that we will be able to showcase you what are the things which you can expect, how you needed to firefight in a situation where things can go wrong. Not every day is going to be the same day. Every day market is going to give you some kind of uh, like the clues where you wanted to and how you needed to head out. But please ensure that before venturing out in the options market, not only me, it can be any trainer, try to learn and then enter into it. The reason is it can reduce your learning curve. Try to get proper knowledge about what you're going to be doing and then do it. Many who wanted to just look at this, it's not only going to be a scalping program. We will be teaching you all different strategies. There are like plenty of things which we have included in this. I'll be covering on the open and high strategy, which is one of my favorite. Uh, how you needed to look at to take a trade on the open and high. Today, if you look at it, almost all the strikes got hit in the morning. How do we go and take a trade as a buyer and a seller? Open and high is for the buyer, open and low is for the sellers. So how do we play this one? This is something which we will be explaining you during the program. We will also be explaining you the new feature which we have launched about the trending OI with the price action. This particular feature, earlier we used to have only the trending OI data. Now we have included the price action also. If you look at Sensex, today's Sensex expiry, right? If you look at the data as of now, it is clearly suggesting it is bearish. When I say bearish, in spite of all the moves which has been happening, Nifty being in the positive, still you can look at it. The price on both the call and the put has been falling. Why? Because the OI data is almost similar both on the call and the put. So someone who is looking at this data, they will know I shouldn't be like and very aggressive in buying today. If you are going to be aggressive, unless and until there is a massive move, you will definitely get a lot of money lost. So please be careful. Sensex is still showing me bearishness, whereas Nifty is showing me a bullishness. Can you believe Nifty and Sensex? It is almost having similar kind of an stocks, wherein one is showing you the bullishness, another one is showing you the bearishness, which clearly indicates this stock, and this market is going to be currently driven by the operators who are managing the large positions in the options market, and that is where the data is key. Okay, without looking at this data, if you are going to be touching and saying that okay, Nifty is moving higher, let me go and buy the Sensex also, then this can pinch you a lot. What they will normally try to do is, if you go and look at any options chart, I'll just show you that on Sensex. Let's look at 73,200. Okay, can you see this? Morning, the price was somewhere around 300, 290. Now it is trading at 130 odd, 40 odd levels. The same goes on the put side as well. 73, 200, 200 odd rupees. Now it is trading at 50, 60. Whatever you do as a buyer today, if you have been holding your position both on the call and the put side, you will be losing tons of money. Okay, and even 73,300. Look at this, 277 to 80, 266 to 80 or 90. So, as a buyer, if you are going to be playing on Sensex without looking at the data, you will be definitely be not going to be making much money. So that's important. You needed to know when to trade, when not to trade. There are days wherein you should be avoiding the trades. That particular day is today. Okay. So Shiva, like in where exactly you will enter in case if you're entering, they gave the opportunities and everything. Now, if they are going to be moving it higher with the volume, once the Nifty, say for example, if the Nifty is just trading, can you see it? It is like in a box which is getting created. I don't want to trade in this zone. I don't want to trade in this zone. I wanted it to move away from this. Then probably, yes, I will go and take a trade. Otherwise, I would definitely avoid this particular area. This is like in looking like in a complete box which I don't want to trade at all. Okay, so I wanted this particular day high to be like and taken out with volume similar to yesterday. It can happen in the second half also, but till that time, can you see it? This exactly happened yesterday. It was like in a trading in a small box, and once that breakout happened, then it is always easy. But don't try to go and fight with the market when it is trading near to the VWAP. That particular day, you will normally see the premiums getting eroded both on like in up and down, and you are not going to be making much money on that particular day. Clear? So I would sincerely say, please avoid it as much as possible. Okay, so I will just go through some of the queries and then try to address them. Uh, I would like to know more about your OI Pulse. I don't know how to use it. Guys, OI Pulse is a tool which will give you a complete glimpse of OI data, either for like an index options or for the stock futures or stock options. Okay, so here we have given you a lot of features which is available in the live market. Say, for example, if you're looking for a stock future, I'll just give you a quick glance. Which are the top gainers today? Which are the top losers here? And more importantly, whenever we see a particular stock making a 9-day breakout, along with the good interest, open interest buildup and a price action happening, and open and low matching, that means there is like an in the index, open and high means bullish. In stocks, open and low means bullish, and long buildup is happening. Then I will definitely go for this one. And if I wanted to go for a chart, I can click on that. The chart will open up for that, and any particular drop here happening near to the super trend or the VWAP territory, I will use that as an opportunity for me to go on one round of a buy. Okay, provided on daily chart it doesn't cross the RSI of 70 or something. Okay, so that's something which I will be looking for. These are the stocks which is breaking the breakout days, but I wouldn't go on 1 or 2 days or 3 days or 4 days, but I normally go anything above 8-day or 9-day breakout. Why? Only when there is a particular range breakout is happening, you will see a strong up move trend happening. So either it has to be in a long buildup or in a short covering category with the 8-day or 9-day high plus the open and low matching. That will be very good. Okay. Similarly, losers, you can see it. This particular stock, which is the MFCL, breaking the 9-day low, and you can see 2% fall, and it is a short buildup which is happening. If I'm a player, I will go and short this future. And also you will get whichever stocks is making a new high or a low, you will get that. So you can clearly see Indigo is the one which is trying to break the 9-day high with every move here from almost 3190. It has gone to 3196. Whenever a particular stock is breaking that 9-day high, you will get to see the breakout happening. This is something which you will be learning in the mentoring program. And also how you needed to decode the data for expiry day. This is something which we have given in a detail. And someone who wanted to go in detail, under the profile picture, click on the user manual which we have provided. It's close to 300 odd pages. We have given a detailed documentation on how to use this OI Pulse. We have almost all the features covered here. Go through that. It will give you a glimpse of how you needed to go through and use OI Pulse in the live market. Okay, so this is something which we have done. And apart from that, we also given you the connecting dots. This is one feature which I will be explaining you during the mentoring program, how you needed to utilize looking at all the data points in a single screen, including the Dow Jones, VIX, volume, active strike IV, OI interpretation, the VWAP super trend, RSI price action, and everything. So we will be sharing and letting you all know how you needed to decode this data to take trades. Plus, what are the other things which we have? Plenty, there is plenty. So someone who wanted to look at the index contribution for today, which are the stocks which is making the move on the upside? Imagine if it is HDFC Bank or if it is going to be a large bank which is moving it, you will get a clue. So 29 points out of this, We have 30 stocks which is advancing, which contributed 64 points, 20 stocks which is declining, which is dragging the market by 34. So this minus this, you will get the Nifty current value. Similarly, you will be able to see for the Nifty Bank, you'll be able to see for the Fin Nifty, you'll be able to see for the mid cap Nifty as well. Okay. And other than that, there are quite a unique features like the EODY analyzer. This particular one can give you a clue on what is happening with the Bank Nifty, where exactly the short covering is happening. If you look at this is on a daily number. Okay, what is the volume that is getting traded? If you look at it, in the last few days, the Bank Nifty volume has been spiking, and as like in today, it is around 1587. If you wanted a cumulative data, that means current month, next month, and far month, you can just click on it. You will see the combined data for all 3 months. And if you wanted to see a range data, this is the range. In the last 7 days, where exactly the Bank Nifty moved, how many percentage moved? Last 30 days, you can clearly see this is just ignore the Sensex and Bankex because they are not providing the data. But other than that, you can look at all the stocks and all this data. So here it is giving you the volume that has got traded. And if you wanted to see it in the last 365 days, this you can do it. And also you can click on any particular chart. You will be able to see the chart data as well. And you can click on the range or the price, where exactly it has moved. Everything can be visible. Okay, so that is something which we have given you. Here you can look at the range data of all. Plus, there are like plenty of features which I will be going through during the session, each and everything. So, guys, we have made it like a convenient one. So, if you click on the OI Pulse plan, you will get to know the details. It is around like in 1167 for a month. So, this will be like in a subscribed, you can go on an annual plan, but if you're going for the monthly, it might be a little costly. So this is the annual subscription, but for all the Upsurge participants, we will give you a special discount, at least 25% minimum we will provide you. Okay, so that is an assurance which I'm going to be giving you for all the participants who are joining the mentoring program. We will give you all a 25% discount minimum on the annual plan. Okay, so with that, this session, I think you guys would have got some inputs. We will also go in details about the options premium during the session because this is also going to be important. Where exactly the premiums are higher. Imagine if I, being a buyer, if I wanted to take this market higher and if I see the premiums higher on the call side, then obviously I'm not going to be getting much of moves because the sellers know the call side premiums are higher. Let me try to drag that. So what they will normally try to do is they will keep it in a range and then they will keep on writing it. So if you look at it, in spite of all the moves, still the call premiums are higher. So obviously you might see some kind of a drag happening on the index, which will make them adjust the premiums. So many who are still holding the premiums, thinking that the market will give them a breakout, but once the futures is falling or the respective spot index is falling, you will see the spot prices crashing here as well. Okay, so please be careful. These are the tabs which will be very useful in the live market, especially on expiry day, to know where is the options premium. In case something is trading in a discount, that means the sellers do not have anything to sell there. Imagine you are selling a product in discount. Will you be able to sell that product more? No. You are already wanting to get that products out of your way, and you are not going to be manufacturing the same product and then selling it. That's exactly the message coming in here. So if I were you, I would be very careful with this market unless and until there is a serious breakout happening. I would avoid trading as a buyer. This is a perfect day at this current juncture for a straddle player to make money. But as a buyer, especially if you're trading on Sensex and Nifty and others, I would definitely avoid it based on the data points. I would definitely wait for it to give me a large move. Unless and until it does that, you can clearly see 160, 130. It is not going to be enough. 3,300, 3,300. And you can clearly see the prices has been falling non-stop from 4,300, 3,800 to almost coming back to the same level. We needed a clear move. Without that, don't try to step in. More the time we wait, we might get a better opportunity. That's important. Okay. Guys, yes, we will be explaining you what is one click during the session. One click is a tool because since it is on YouTube live, I may not be able to show you the live trades. But once we go in the live sessions, we'll be showcasing you how you to use one click to take live trades and so on. Okay, so that's something which we'll also be showing you during the session. As and when things happen, I'll definitely be sharing that details also with you. But as of now, the data is clearly suggesting Shiva, as long as they are trading near to the VWAP, which is my most important indicator on the chart, I'm not going to be making much of trades over there. Any special programs for Bank Nifty options? Guys, mostly I trade in Bank Nifty nowadays. You get to see the Bank Nifty along with Nifty and then Sensex. But we will be covering mostly on Bank Nifty during the session. But what are the strategies which I'm going to be covering in the session? It's purely for the index futures and options. There might be one or two strategies which will be for the stocks, but mostly all the strategies will be for the index futures and options. Please, please, please stick to that because index is a safer bet compared to the stocks, which is normally like in you will see like in any three or four stocks will be normally getting operated on certain days. So I would try to avoid it. Okay, what about ICICI Direct on one click? Guys, we have requested them, but unfortunately their API is not matching whatever the requirements which we need. It is not available and they are currently working on it. Once it is ready, then I will definitely do that. Handholding will be there for how much? So, Latika, like, we will create a WhatsApp group post the session. Probably we will give a support for a month in the WhatsApp group for whatever the queries. During the session, we will also be providing. So don't worry. Apart from the sessions, you will be getting the recordings for close to 60 to 90 odd days. And we will also be giving you a daily synopsis. So, whatever the things which you are learning, we will also be giving you a daily synopsis. That particular document, you can keep it forever. You will be able to go through the documents again and again. Plus, we will also be giving you additional inputs. Whatever the inputs which we are giving you, whenever there is some new updates which is happening, we will also be sharing all those details in the WhatsApp group. That WhatsApp group will be active as long as you all interact and keep the group active. We will be sharing the inputs after the session as well. So, guys, we are taking so much of efforts to prepare all these documents. Even now, we have shared all these documents, the pre-mentoring documents. What are the things how you needed to be looking at? You can download and then go through this. Before even the session starts, you will be able to go through these documents and get yourself prepared. That's important. So we have close to 12 odd documents which has been uploaded. Come prepared because the sessions are starting on the 4th March. Once this is done, then we will look at the areas. Okay, so with that, we will wind down today's session. I hope we have covered almost all the queries and we have also given you the market insights on what is expected from the market at this juncture. So this is how I normally do my pre-market analysis and also my intraday analysis. It's like a bonus for you to take trades during the day. Okay, so thank you all so much for your time in the morning. Wish you all a very best. Even if you guys are not going to be taking the course, please go through all the data points, whatever that I've been suggesting you, for you to be a very big successful trader in intraday and positional trading. Thank you all so much, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Shubh.